This is game 16 out of 19 games of the season. Medellin is currently in 12th position in the league and Bucaramanga is first. Medellin has had a very erratic season, losing several games at the beginning of the season. Then the team had a slight improvement, but the last 2 games the team has not performed as expected and lost some important points. So in order to continue having a chance of qualifying for the playoffs, there is no other option but to win this afternoon.
A few hours later.
Today we didn't have time to vlog because I was taking too long to get ready, but we went to a soccer game.
Wait, first breakfast.
For breakfast we had.
So we Googled after our experience yesterday.
We're like, never again.
We're like, no, there has to be a place around here that sells reasonable breakfast. And
We found it.
We found a place, and it's actually a restaurant attached to Selena, the hostel. If you know Selena, it's like a co-working brand hostel.
Digital nomad.
Digital nomad. And then they have a little restaurant attached to it. That's when we went to have breakfast. We had a fruit bowl.
What's it called? Home.
Home?
Home.
Home?
Home.
We don't know.
H-O-W-N.
We're gonna write it down somewhere.
In the world. In the screen.
In the screen. We had great fruit bowls, right?
Those fruit bowls were the thing of my dreams. For me, as much as we were talking about like not trying to be too like focused on like money heavy, I think that's annoying. I came here for the food. I came here for the fresh food, fruits, and that fruit bowl was incredible. It was so good. Papaya.
Too much
passion
papaya,
fruit,
but
it's like
yeah.
how bananas are at home where everything is filled with just like bananas.
I wanted some bananas.
You got your bananas.
Yeah.
I hate bananas. Bananas are 2 thumbs down. Would not recommend. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so good. Papaya, dragon fruit, passion fruit, which is like a big thing here. They have like passion fruit everything.
Kiwi, strawberry, blueberry.
Like a touch of watermelon, but not much.
Yeah.
But it was really, really fresh. It was really, really good. And I love that they don't make their fruit super cold. I'm seeing this as like a theme because cold fruit is so abrasive. Cheers to that. This is very delicious. It's so good. And a little bit of coffee. Usually I have milk with my coffee. Like I'm not a big coffee drinker, but when I do have coffee, it's a toss-up because it hurts my tummy and it makes me shit myself like immediately. So I really had to I was really rolling the dice. I was rolling the die on this one, and I just added a little bit of sugar, and it was so good. No milk, no nothing, and it was very, very delicious. And I did not shit myself.
Happy news.
Would recommend Colombian.
2 thumbs
coffee.
up. Colombian coffee.
Yeah.
Won't make you shit yourself.
It's so great. It's really, I would highly recommend.
Oh my god.
So that was really good, and then we meandered down the hill more to the meetup place for the soccer. However, I was a fool and I forgot my ID. So by the time we meandered, we had to go all the way back up in an Uber, all the way back down. Still made it on time.
Yeah.
But we really didn't need to because they didn't actually check our IDs.
Yeah, they didn't check our IDs. But then by the time the guy who organized the soccer event responded to us about like, hey, you don't need your IDs, we were already up the hill, so we're like, whatever, we'll just grab it in case we need it for something else.
Yeah, I'll keep it. So maybe FYI, like especially if you're not used to carrying your ID everywhere, or you're nervous about it, at least take a copy.
Yeah.
Like photocopy your ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on we went to the soccer game. So we went to see. We went to see. What is the team called again?
National.
No, it's the team of Medellin.
Oh, it's
But
the
they have a
local
name.
team.
Yeah.
Where's your thing?
Well, that doesn't say.
It's these colors.
It's the team we went to see. It was a home game. So they were like bottom of the table in the league. Wait, am I holding it the right way? No. That way. That way.
How can you tell?
It's just right there on the screen. So they are struggling in the league, and they were playing the first place team which was a yellow team. I don't remember their name either. And it was amazing. Atmosphere 11 out of 10.
11.5 out of 10.
Oh my
It was
god.
So hype.
We were right in the curva. So some people know what I mean. So we were right by the local supporter section, like right in the curve.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Diagonal
A
with
lot
the
of
trombones.
singing, drums, trumpets, tifos, flags, everything.
It was really, really
It was only
really
missing
fun.
smoke bombs and stuff, but I don't think they had any. Yeah.
That's a thing, hey?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Don't skip going to a soccer game. in
Oh my god,
Colombia.
do not skip that.
So, and I'm not a soccer fan. Or like I don't know soccer like that. Honestly, the game was hype. Like I really get into it.
Mhm.
Like screaming, crying, clapping, sobbing, the whole nine.
Giving the middle finger.
Giving the middle finger to the ref, who was a son of a bitch. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Puta.
Hijo de puta.
Hijo de puta.
Yeah.
I was in it.
Like the reason why my voice is like deeper is because I was singing all game long.
Sexy.
Because I know some of the songs, like Ultras Everywhere share some of the same catalog. Some songs I did not know, but it was easy to pick up. It's easy to pick up the drums and the clapping. And then when they say the name of the CD, it's easy to say.
It was.
And then some songs are like the same everywhere. So yeah, I sang a lot. And it was nice.
It was very fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And the organizer, Mateo, was awesome.
Yeah.
We went before we went into the arena. There's like it's like I guess you could say like a food market, not a food market. It's like stalls. Like you could have like
Yeah.
food stalls and stuff around the outside of the center, and obviously it's like lots of people, lots of families. When we entered in, there were already tables set up for us
Yeah.
as a group, which I don't know how I felt about it.
What do you mean?
I don't like calling attention to myself as like a foreigner.
And it's not just a foreigner. For all the people know, like it's someone bringing their family over.
Their family with a bunch of white people?
Yeah, I mean they don't know, but they don't know until we get there.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But to sit in the group.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. But this is the thing. I'm like sometimes can be a little bit antisocial, and I just have to like accept the fact that I am a foreigner when I travel. Like it just is what it is.
you are. You're not a local. Babe.
No,
No, you're a tourist.
very
I'm
much. I hate. It's the Aquarius.
It's
I just want to be. I want to be different. I don't want to be like
Oh,
everybody
God.
else in the group. So
I'm learning.
anyway, but it was cool, and most of the people were really friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us like beers. Well, we didn't drink the beer.
We didn't drink beer, but they gave us water.
Yeah.
Basically, there was a pre-game. The thing was a pre-game, so you could drink as many beers as you wanted, but I don't like beer. It tastes like piss. So,
You tasted this before?
no, but I feel like that's what it would taste like.
Oh. It
So-
does smell bad.
So only had water. Yeah.
I mean, they're thirsty all day, and they don't let you bring in. Obviously,
Yeah.
they don't let you bring in
You
water.
can't bring in water. Even our bags, like my backpack was borderline. I had to roll it up to make it tiny. And then they let us in.
But because everyone knows our tour guide Mateo, it was like such a seamless, like comfortable
Mhm.
transition through everything. Because you could easily get overwhelmed or lost or like whatever the case may be. But getting like on the bus, like it was like a little mini bus. Like got on the bus, got to the place, went and sat down, drank a little bit, went into the thing, and we even like went into like a separate line.
No, it was the same line for everyone.
No. Like remember when we were lining up to go get checked?
Yeah.
They were like, just go, like the group goes to the left, and everyone, and all the locals were going to the right.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh,
Well, that's pretty, because I was gonna go into that line,
Yeah.
and he was like, no, go to your left.
okay. No, that was to separate the women from the men.
No, that was another one. That was not the, that was the second.
You mean
check.
where we were going to the gray stuff? The gray labyrinth?
No.
Where?
The first
At the very yeah, it's to separate the women from the men. Yeah, because they want women to pat you down, not men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so that was an experience. But it was chill, and the game was really fun, and
And we won.
we won.
Medellin won. 1-0.
Energy.
It was supposed to be
2-0.
2-0, but BA fucking R canceled the goal. Canceled the second goal.
That was sad. But it was really good. It was very action packed.
Yeah.
One last thing. when we went to the soccer game,
Yeah.
obviously I had to relieve myself multiple times.
Me too. But go ahead. You tell your story.
No, tell me what happened.
No. You say first because mine is a lot more dramatic, so you have to start.
Really? I didn't know this. Oh, exciting. Okay, so obviously I go to the washroom, and at the door there's a lady folding approximately 8 squares.
8? She did give me 8.
How many did she give you?
I don't know, but it was less than 8. I mean,
It's
I'm
like-
sorry.
It's like approximately 6 to 8 squares. Neatly
Neatly folded.
folded,
That's her
and
job.
she gives them to you before you go into the facilities, which for me was a new experience. Those washrooms, for what they were, those were the most clean washrooms
Yeah, they were pretty clean.
I've ever been to at a fucking stadium that holds thousands of people.
But at the same time, like, it's like,
Man, there is
Yeah.
fluids, all sorts of things coming out of my body. I need. There's no
More.
bidet. Like, I need more than that. So that was interesting. I had to. I peed one time, then I'm sorry, but y'all are gonna have to just deal with the fact that I talk about poo, because it's important. Also, poo speaks to what the food is like in your body, how you're processing. I've been pooing a lot, so I've been having a fine time. Fairly smooth poos too, so I'm hydrating. But I was like farting and everything ahead of time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pee, and then I'm gonna save some of my squares. So by the time I go into the next round of washroom using, I'll have just enough.
you didn't tell me all that.
I know. Well, someone explained it to you during the game.
Yeah.
But that was how I problem solved my way into having sufficient amount. Because by the time you finish, what are you gonna do? Waddle out and be like, ma'am, please, may I have some more?
Please, sir, I want some more.
You're not gonna do that. So
Oh, God.
that was my experience of using the washroom at the stadium.
So I went at halftime because I cannot miss the game. And same
miss
thing,
anything.
she gave me 4 to 6, I'd say. Yeah, it wasn't 8. She gave me 4 to 6. Like, she neatly folds them. She gives it to you, and then you go into the stall. But my stall, the door didn't go all the way to close, so I just pushed it a bit more
so that it would stick, like
so that it would
suction.
stick. And then, so I did all my business and stuff. And then I was stuck. I couldn't open the door.
You had to worm your way out.
No, so first I tried to pull it to the lock thingy, but it was too hard. And then I thought like for a good 30 seconds, I was like, how do you say help in Spanish? Ayúdame! But I didn't call my help.
No.
I was like looking around the door like, okay, how does the door work? How do you pull it open when it's stuck? Because it's a metal door. It's not like when you go to the airport
Like
or
the
whatever,
plastic stall.
where it's like it's plastic. It's like metal, and the frame is metal. So when it's stuck, it's stuck. So what I did is like I pulled it very hard from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Down.
Like,
literally.
yeah. And when I came out, the lady wasn't even at her spot, so she wouldn't be able to help me anyway. She was just coming back. I don't know what she was. She was
Getting
just
more
coming
toilet
back.
paper.
Probably. Yeah, she probably has a secret stash of toilet paper in it. She
Because there was none inside.
there's not even paper to
Do your hands.
To dry
And
your
no-
hands after
and no
washing
soap
your hands.
either. You just press
Yeah.
the thing, the water comes out. You
Yeah.
make sure you do a nice little.
Yeah, I did it twice just to be sure because my hands touched the door.
You
Yeah.
touched all sorts of things. In
Yeah.
that stadium. And
Yeah, that was the bathroom experience at the stadium.
nice.
Nice.
I'm glad you got out free.
And then we came back to the city. And
They went to
then-
Mondongos.
Mondongos? Mondongos?
Mondongos.
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 So fucking good. So fucking good.
So much food. So good.
Like just Colombian food. Party. I got a
That pure natural
Ajiaca.
lemonade. Ajioca.
ahio.
Yeah.
It's like the regular soup, like just regular Colombian soup. So good, and I also got marazarco. It's like a drink slash dessert, and you can put cane sugar in it, and it has like corn in milk. And once again, milk usually makes me shit myself. It's black.
That's a recurrent theme.
a little bit lactose intolerant,
Oh my
and
God.
it did not at all. In fact, I haven't even farted once.
Wow. Too much information.
The people need to know. It was very good. It was very, very delicious.
I had chicken with mushroom sauce and french fries and sweet plantain and avocado. Amazing. So much food. I feel pregnant. Yeah. And that lemonade.
Oh, so fresh.
So fresh.
Très fresh.
So good.
You're very impressive in Spanish.
I am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that you're like, I don't speak Spanish, I don't. But then you'll have like rambling sentences. Real communication is happening. And they understand. Like when I was trying to pronounce something at the restaurant,
Yeah.
I'm thinking and I'm like, yes, I'm acing this word. And he was like, okay. I was like, damn. It was
Well,
one
it's
word.
because like I learned a bit in school. I think if I was doing from scratch as an adult, I probably would not be as good as pronunciation. Also, my first language is French, so that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like zero intonation. I just sound like a good girl. What was the thing that I learned today about to go? Llevar.
Llevar.
Llevar. Llevar.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna learn the whole phrase when we went to go eat. I had too much food. So I was trying to practice the whole phrase, and if anyone knows me, I can't retain.
So we put on Google
Anything.
Translate, and then Sak practiced the sentence like 3 times before the waiter came over. And then what did you see when he finally came over?
Llevar. That's all I could remember in the moment. And it was I was understood. He understood me.
Yeah, he did. That was
He was
funny.
like, yeah, no problem.
Because we went through all this effort to figure out how to say it properly. Because the first translation, I was like, that doesn't make sense. This is not
It
good
was just
Spanish.
Google Translate.
It was just
Terrible.
Google Translate. I was like, this doesn't make sense. So then we Googled something else.
And Reddit told us how to say it.
Yeah, so I read it to Saf.
So that I could hear it and then practice the K, something with a P,
Poner.
poner,
Yeah.
something, llevar.
Yeah.
Case in point. But llevar will get me far because that's what I'm trying to do.
It's to go. Yeah. Para llevar, it's to go.
And also, I have a shining personality, so that also carries the conversation. I'm like, yay, llevar.
You didn't say it like that.
I did it, but
Oh my god.
it's the sincerity. And then we walked all the way up the hill, back home, which was a necessary walk. And also to note, I feel very comfortable walking, like, cause you're from, when you were coming up from there, it's like more city downtown. You're like downtown. You see the working girls, you see the table sellers, you see the Asian people selling their beadwork. And then you kind of come up the hill and it gets really quiet and it's very pedestrian. No, it's not very pedestrian.
It's not very pedestrian friendly, but you can walk.
And it's chill.
And it's quiet.
Yeah. But not like quiet where it's like, oh, danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Quiet as in peaceful, tranquil, serenity.
Now we're back.
Now we're back. And then we're gonna shower and go to bed.
Goodbye. Goodbye.